Good afternoon, everybody. Insignificant Fallow here, and welcome back to the town I'm slowly building, which is a better version of the one I live in. Yeah, and the loud music's back. Every time. Every time. Every time I forget to knock you down to about that. There we go. So, yes, welcome to Fly, you fool. Welcome to 2021. We're all still trapped indoors. That unfortunately doesn't mean I've made much change. As you can see, this is all still here because I have been saving it to the Seagate that I promised I would save it to in the last video I did on this town. Let's look at the main thing we've done. You can see it slowly undulating its way in. I finished my sort of a roundabout. I can go around it. It's still classed as a roundabout, although to be fair, due to the shape at which it turned out, it's more of a four-way junction. But yeah, we'll deal with it. So yeah, I built the roundabout. I thought, you know what, I've got such a vast array of nothing, so I built like a nice little park in the middle. I mean, it's a 2-brick high wall, so the yobs can't throw bricks at cars. It's a nice little bridge. Over here, I've been doing something else to make me go sparsely insane. To square off the houses that'll go here, obviously, because of having a roundabout and it being that shape, I built a car park here. There is one here in the real town itself, Tunstall, where I live. I don't mind saying that, you'll never find me anyway. So yeah, this is going to be the next pain in the neck. I've done all the lines so I know where to stop. And I probably should have just done the black first, like this, but yes. We might as well start over here. This in my town is a pub called the Wheatsheaf. I believe it's actually the oldest pub in the town. 17th century it dates from. It's got a really low ceiling. I haven't built the inside of it. It's got a lovely sandstone beer garden at the front. But obviously with it being the 1700s, it's sort of all higgledy-piggledy. I've done my best to recreate it. I never understood from one side the roof slopes all the way down. There's 2 weird windows and one brick chimney. And no chimney anywhere else. Yeah, back here, this is sort of where one of the roads is going to be starting. In the real town, there are a few houses on one side behind the pub before the other. The pub doesn't actually have a beer garden, but due to the way I've had to build it, it's got a beer garden and it can deal with it like a big boy. Over here, this, well, actually I haven't started yet, is like a gigantic Art Deco. Older than that, I think it might be 1920s furniture shop. Unfortunately, the front of it is covered in blue steel. I don't know why they bothered doing that, so I'll be recreating it going off old pictures you can find on the many Facebook groups. I've built a psychologist's office here. Why am I building the entire town? The question I ask myself every day. In real life, this is a sewing machine. Well, it's not anymore, unfortunately. A sewing machine centre. This is one of them weird churches where everyone sings and just enjoys themselves, unlike white people church, where we appear to be just sad about Jesus. That's why I don't go. Over here, I didn't really build the amount of shops that there are on this side of the roundabout, because there's about 12, and it was just a pain in the neck with them being at an angle, so toss it. I've just built the 3 that are nicest and are there. We have an Italian wholesaler, believe it or not, in this small town. This used to be a money shop, which is like a loaning place. Thank you, loud music. Gotta go ahead and knock you down just a little bit more, because I can't hear myself think. And this was a shop called Mr. Big Deals. I think I've talked about it before. He got competition in town from Poundland and Home Bargains and decided to commit insurance fraud and burned it down. The reason we all know he burnt it down is because he was caught on his own CCTV, a doctor's surgery which is behind it, which hasn't been built yet, and this estate agent CCTV literally going in the back, taking his dogs out, along with some of the more valuable things, and then it just mysteriously caught fire. Not the brightest man to commit insurance fraud in town. Yeah. As you can see, I believe I got to about this point last time. I did finish building this road. Estate agents on Google Earth, this is what the building looks like. I'm not making it up. It does genuinely have a kink taken out of the corner. I don't know why. Florista, which is that colour in real life. oatcake shop, cafe, takeaway, and 2 shops full of old furniture. So I just decided this is going to be just I don't know, like a building improvement centre. And this is a giant furniture shop that is here. And across from it, with no downstairs interior, because I don't know what it looks like. And like is a big funeral home. It looks sort of like this. Big Victorian manor house it used to be. And yeah, I haven't done that. I've done some road. Everybody have a look at the road. Isn't the road nice? So yeah, I am deviating slightly from what the actual town itself does look like. Here at the on this road that leads towards the town square, which will be that way, is an older school board building, the Woolstanton School building. It's a beautiful Victorian building. However, the frontage of it is excessively complicated, and it's been empty for about 20 years and turned into flats. I'm just going to build a gardening centre, I don't know, or something. Not a car park. Nothing. I hate, this is the worst thing, doing these roads. That's why I've done the roads before I've done the buildings that are here. As you can see, I do go into a slight bit of detail, I suppose, at the back. I do actually give them an outside light. They do have all different kinds of extensions. Once again, this is an actual building in town that does genuinely look that shape. It's had like 2 extensions that don't make any sense put onto it. I believe it's a hairdresser's. But yeah, that's been the progress so far. This is going to be a relatively short video. We're at 6.5 minutes. But yeah, this is what I've managed to do so far. The run-up was more of a pain to redo because with building a shop, it's something you enjoy doing because you can stand back and be like, ah yes, I've done it. But digging constantly out 1 block at a time to replace it with black wool because it looks better than cement, it takes so long you actually start to want to die inside. That's why I've done this, I've marked it off. But God, that's going to be a pain to do. I do intend to do live streams of this, but I have no intention of doing a live stream of me putting the roads in because it just gets on your wick. So that's going to be something I do off screen. Then on live stream, I'll actually build the buildings and I'll even show you on Google Earth what I'm trying to replicate. I'll even show you some of the pictures I've found online of what buildings used to look like. Because unfortunately, like a lot of high streets, it's semi-derelict. Thankfully, this top end of town that I'm building doesn't have a single empty shop in it anymore. Even the one that used to be a sewing machine centre is being turned into something. Yeah. So yeah. If you do actually want to watch me build more of this town and watch it slowly develop, other than me doing, I think I'm going to probably do it once every 6 months, maybe every 3 months, depending on how much I've built, a video on the actual town itself on YouTube. But I'm going to live stream it a lot more when I have 3 days. Like, I'm off all of this week, hence me being able to record at 2 in the afternoon. So yeah, I may even do a live stream after this. But yeah, I have been Insignificant Fallow, and if you have any suggestions of games you want to watch me try and play, do feel free to comment them down below. I will, however, not be playing Call of Duty. I have a vindictive hatred for it. I have for years. Zombies, fine. Actual Call of Duty with people scoping you through a wall because they're morbidly obese and cheat? No, not my style. Goodbye, everybody, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Or else.